What's up, everybody, and welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about the process that I'm going through to get my new car. Alright, so I made my mind up. I came to the decision that instead of trading in the Jeep, I'm actually going to trade in the first car that I bought, my Honda. If you guys seen the first video, you guys will understand where I'm coming from there. But this time I've decided that I'm gonna trade in a Honda for my new Dodge Charger. So I'm about, I want to say 3 to 4 months out from buying it. Could be sooner than that. I'm mostly waiting on my re-enlistment bonus. It's really cliche, people join the military and buy a Camaro or a Charger or whatever the case may be. In my specifics, I actually waited 3 years. I've been in the National Guard for about 3 years already. So I've been through my fair share. Like I said in my first video, I had my Honda, then I had my Jeep. But I decided to keep the Jeep because of my son. So my fiance will drive this one, and I will have my new Dodge Charger. So this video is mostly going to be about the process and getting there. So how it all started, or pretty much how I started, was building credit. Credit is everything. If you want low interest rates on any type of loans, man, building your credit is a good thing. I started right out the bat, so the earliest you could start building credit is at 18. So I started building at 18. I'm 22 now, but my length of credit's actually about a year and a half, closer to 2 years. That reason being is because my longest credit card that I have had actually was closed out because it was secured, and then they charged me an annual fee. And at the time, I just didn't want to deal with it. I mean, that was about last year, so I really didn't, know what to do with it. I should have kept it, but things happen. So, but building credit is the main thing. I've been working on, paying down credit card debt that I have. I'm really close. I used actually a loan. I had used a loan to consolidate all my credit card debt and then just pay one monthly payment for all the credit cards. So far that plan is actually working out. I paid off all my credit cards, and then when I do use them, I make sure I pay them off right away. There's just one credit card that's holding me back. That's my Apple Card. But once we get that one knocked out, we'll be good to go. So right now my credit score, my TransUnion is sitting at about 656, which is fair, and then my Equifax is in the 715s. So TransUnion is 9 times out of 10 what most dealerships will look at. So that's the one that I mainly have to work on. Before I have about 18 hard inquiries. So because before this whole, well, not before the whole coronavirus, but actually during the whole coronavirus, I actually tried. There was this ad that said they'll give you more for trade-in value. So I actually tried to trade in this Jeep earlier, but I was upside down a lot, and then the banks are asking for a really big down payment in order to transfer over, and then the monthly payments are a little bit too high for which I wanted it. But just some advice for you guys that are going into the car buying industry for the first time. Have a plan, okay? You gotta know what it is that you want, how much you're willing to pay, and everything like that, okay? Because if you don't, the dealerships will take advantage of you, hence my last video. But this time, I have a plan. So with everything going on in the world right now, especially this coronavirus and all this other stuff, it is a perfect time to buy that dream Mopar car of yours, I promise you. If you guys haven't heard the news, Dodge is coming out. They're putting a Hellcat in the Durango, and the Charger gets a Hellcat Red Eye. And of course, with all this coronavirus going on, not everybody has been buying cars. So they need to sell these cars to make room for the 2021 models when it comes around. With that being said, you can probably get a really, really good deal on a Charger, Challenger, Durango, any actually any new car at this point. But if you're looking for like that sports car, which I'm looking for, this is the perfect time to do it. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to get the RT or the Scat Pack. Obviously, if you guys are Mopar, you're into cars. The difference between the Scat Pack and the RT is the Scat Pack is the 392, and then it puts out 485 horsepower, and then the RT is the 5.7 liter that puts out about 375. So I was looking as I'm like in the market. I always look at the prices, see if they fluctuate, whatever the case may be. You can get like a RT, like one of the high-end RTs, with the leather seats, the sunroof, you know what I'm saying, the Brembo brakes, all that stuff. You can get that for like, the highest one I've seen is about $51,000, and the lowest Scat Pack I've seen so far was $37,000. So you can literally get a high-end 5.7 RT model for more than the Scat Pack. But then there's more things that go into it. So obviously I'm only 22. If I get a Scat Pack, my insurance is gonna be way higher than what it would be, versus the 5.7. That's a factor to consider. And then also I got, if I get the 392, the insurance, and then also if I get the 392, the resale value at the end, if I do decide on once I pay it off and then things like that, if I do decide to resell it, the value for the 392 will be a lot more than the 5.7. But honestly, I'm really leaning towards buying the Scat Pack over the RT, guys, because 110 more horsepower, that's lovely, man. And then car meets and everything like that. But I'm not gonna be one of those dudes that I say this now, but I'm not gonna be one of those dudes, doing all the burnouts and crazy, all that. I say that now, but 9 times out of 10 you'll see it on the channel pretty soon. But yeah, so again, back into my process. So building up my credit, like that's the main focus that I got right now. I'm trying to get all this done before October. October is my birth month, so like for my birthday, that's what pretty much where I'm gonna treat myself to. And then once we get that, there's so much more stuff that we can do to either a 5.7 or the 392. I talked myself out of getting the monthly delete, but 9 times out of 10 I might get the mid-monthly delete. It sounds so good. And then having the Brembo brakes, if it's not the 5.7, buying the Brembo brakes, adding those to it, possibly wrapping the car. I don't know. It all depends on how everything works this way. But yeah, so like I said, for those of you that are trying to buy, building credit is the main thing that you gotta do. All right, the main thing they look at when you're trying to build your credit is payment history. That is number one. Payment history is number one. If you have plenty of accounts like I do, and then you have a 100% payment history, they will love you. They know that your credit worthiness is pretty good. That's the main thing. And they like to see you have big loans and be able to take care of those big loans. So like I said, build up your credit if you're looking to buy these cars, and this is the perfect market to do so. All right, so I'm heading on the highway here. I'm gonna wrap this up pretty soon. But let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see as far as like, should I get the 5.7 or should I get the 392? I've been talking over with my friends. A lot of my friends aren't really car guys. I got one friend that's a car guy, Will. But everybody else, they're not really into cars like that. But I'm pretty sure you guys will see them on my channel pretty soon, and going out to car meets and stuff like that. But yeah, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe to see more content on the Dodge Charger coming soon. All right, guys.